Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm KatherineOfSky and I can't believe we're already on episode 39 of this series. I have been enjoying this immensely. I hope you have too. So anyway, in the last episode, we left off where we had made our brand new smelting facility workable. Now, we haven't added a train, and I realize now that I just messed up this part because we need a fluid wagon as well. So we're going to have to shift this probably to the right somewhat. Anyway, we'll fix that in a bit. But, here we are. Remember last time I talked about having a roboport within range of your character as you're kind of going in and among the trains and such. Yep, that's it here. So, let's see. We need a fluid car, which means that this is going to be longer than anticipated. Might have to move this entire line, actually. Let's see, Control X this part, and maybe move it up here. That. See if I can just get rid of some of this stuff here. Okay, there we are. Now, obviously we need to add one more car length onto this here. I don't know how many that is, actually. Okay, we need to add a fluid wagon here. Let's see, fluid wagon. You are here. That would fit. Okay. So now we need to put in our this. Why are we blinking? Are we out of power? Apparently we are. Is the whole network out of power? Why? See, these are turned off. These guys have no power. So these are working. It says they're working. Okay. So these should have... They do have water. Why are they not consuming coal? Consumes electricity. Is this just like a complete death spiral? Kind of like the whole thing, like, it just doesn't work because these things consume electricity, and if there's no electricity, they can't function at all? This is very strange to me. This seems to be a very weird system. I don't really get this. I think that's what's happening. So we're not generating enough from the steam engines here. Unless it's just not connected. It could be two separate power networks. Let's check for that first. It is two separate power networks. Aha, okay. So there we go. Now these are running and we should have power. Hooray! Yes, okay. Right. This is interesting. So, let's see, what is giving us power? We are using accumulators somewhat. It looks like since this one wasn't connected, it did not get a chance to fill. Are these? They are disabled. Okay, so these aren't actually running right now. We should be going kind of off of accumulators now. Or not, as the case may be. Oh no, we're in sunshine. Of course, of course. Yeah, when it's sunny, yes, things work. Okay, anyway. We are adding this fluid wagon here. So I'm going to add that to here. So what we're looking at doing here is we are kind of removing this stuff, kind of adding it over there instead. and removing this and moving this line up somewhat. I don't know how far up, so let's see. Let's just delete this for now. I guess we'll just go and get this in here. Like that. Okay, very nice. And then these, I think we'll just see... Yeah, there we go. We can curly that up. That's just fine. There we go. Very nice. And just make sure the electrical poles connect, because that's always important. All right, let's go. These fix. Good, good. This fix. Good, good. We'll add a couple of extra signals just to... Yep, okay. There are trains going there. Ah, yeah, that's, of course, to the uranium area. And here, I kind of thought we were up, like, around here where there's less... Anyway, I thought the track wasn't live. So, yeah, more full eye. Okay, there we go. Let's get rid of this, and then we'll take this straight off, and then maybe we'll get a chance to... Nope, I don't think so, actually. I think this is going to have to do that thing. Unfortunately. Let's go ahead and replace all of this. Good, very good. And then this one, we need to put in our curve, which I highly recommend you make a blueprint for, because the curve is the most difficult thing in this game. All right, I want to put in a signal there. And we're going to put in more power poles here. So, here, we want to unload, of course, with a pipe directly into, or a pump, directly into a tank. 2 or 1 pump, depending on your proclivities. They are very, very fast. Usually I like to do 2 in this kind of configuration just because it looks nice and it's more storage, of course. So we have 2 tanks here. This will unload super fast. Now, remember, we're getting dirty water from the other line, and that's what we're going for here. So we have decided to load in the copper from the base that is being generated here, and then unload the copper plates. So what I'm going to do, firstly, is I want to create several lines of copper. And to that end, I think I'm going to delete some of this. Some of these steam engines, we do not need them, clearly. It looks like, what do we got here? So, obviously one thing that we can do is just remove these parts, because they are actually just making copper. And I will tell the bots to remove these areas completely. And then the next one, let's get the next one as well. So it looks like we have 3 lines of copper entering the base. Don't really want to get this stuff myself. I'm going to try to stand a little bit away from this because I really don't want to pick it up myself. I want the bots from the base to collect these items. Okay, so it does look like we only have 3 lines of copper, and those are the ones up top here. So we're going to go ahead and go back. And, okay, robots, you can take stuff from me. Thank you very much. Good, good, good. That's just fine. We'll make it neater later. It doesn't really need to change right now. So, to that end, we need to have a different configuration of these lines here. Wait, what's going on with this? How did this change? What is going on with this? How did we get more copper all of a sudden? What? This is not supposed to happen, thing. No. Oh, alright. Yes, of course. It's the stone lines that are being naughty here. So I think what we're deciding with this stuff, what we can do here with these copper lines is to take them this way and go like this. Okay. Kind of reverse these belts that we have here. Okay, we're taking that this way. So let's see, how do we want to do stuff here? This is one of these, like, how the heck do you arrange this thing? I think we do this and this. Okay, so that gives us 2. Actually, you know what? Let's just do this. But we're going to prioritize input priority to the right on that one. And here, again, add those there. Okay, so now then, we want to kind of move this if we can. Trees in the way. Okay. So this is going to be our copper lines in. Also, I have gotten a number of comments. I'm not sure why. Why do people seek to micromanage my playstyle? I don't get that. But a few people have said, hey, KOS, all you have to do is drag and it'll put the undergrounds automatically. I have turned that feature off because I don't find it useful at all. I don't like it. It messes up things in my base. I just do not like it. It is not my favorite thing to do. So I don't have that turned on. If you want to use it, feel free, but I will not. All right, so what we have here, I think what we want to do here is turn this and go to the right and somehow get around this area. The Roboport would be a great place to turn, but it's okay. It doesn't really matter. Let's see. We can copy... there's 4. Copy. It's a really strange... I find it to be a really weird suggestion. That's like, hey, why don't you pick your nose with your left hand or your right? It really matters. No, it doesn't. People can pick their noses with whatever hand they want. And it's just fine. Really is just fine. Okay, so this goes here. And kind of this. Going like this. We'll do the corners in a minute. So, how do we want to take it down this way? I guess we need it like this. I guess maybe the idea is like to provide a suggestion of how things are easier or something. Maybe that could be it. I don't know. I don't find it easier. I find it more annoying. But then again, I'm very old school Factorio. All this, like... There's a lot of convenience things that I don't like about this. It makes it too convenient. The whole, like... this thing of, like, putting undergrounds and then it automatically deletes belts in between. That's one of the features I find too convenient. Okay. We are getting stuff going now. So, this stone, I think we can move it. Not, as the case may be. This is still... Do any of these have... Oh, this one still has some coal. Huh. Tempted to kind of snake it around this way. That would work, I guess. Let's see. Let's just get that snuck around this way then. going to copy, paste, then copy this and paste that. That's way we don't have to deal with contamination at all. All right. So this needs to be deleted. Just delete all of this stuff because we are going to upgrade all of this. Maybe we delete these solar panels as well. I think we don't really need solar panels in our inventory, so I don't know if they have been removed. Not yet, apparently. Where are they? There they are. Okay. So those can be taken out of the inventory as well as these other things that are definitely not interesting. Okay, some people are meowing severely about lights. So I'll put some down. I think I have a few. And I don't know. I feel like the Afraid of the Dark mod is good enough. To be honest, it looks good enough to me. But I don't know. There was talk about trains you can't see, and yeah, I get the trains. But in general, I feel like it's plenty. And if it's dark for a bit, does it matter really that much? I don't know. I don't think so. Okay, here we go. All right, we want to remove this upgradey thingy. We want to remove this. Remove all of this ore that got naughtily onto the thingy. We need to stand near a place where we have some logistics bots. Or some storage or something. I am glad we put in the big electric poles because they are kind of a lifeline, even though we have apparently not connected some of the stuff very well. But this area here, maybe we can use this for power plants or something. We could shove over this iron line, the one that is feeding green circuits. We could move that closer to the green circuits. I guess I should have thought of that before I deleted the whole thing, but oh well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter that much. Okay, here we are. We are going to get some belts. I really wanted to get some of those. So here we go. Also, one thing that we can do from map mode is I do want to upgrade, and I'm going to use the my upgrade planner so we don't accidentally have calls for blue belts and such. It does look like some of the copper line is definitely still yellow belt, so we're going to be bringing in red belts of stuff, I think. Actually, I'm not really sure what we're bringing in. I think we're bringing in red belts of stuff, at least the production is. So we're going to have the bots upgrade the entire thing and hopefully get further onward with that. So, yeah, things are going pretty well. Go ahead and shop a bit, since the bots are a bit slow in bringing me some stuff here. But otherwise, okay, we do have the... Oh, I'll hold still so the bots can bring me stuff like nanobots. Those are important. What about the belts? Okay, belts are just fine. All right, so... now it's time to go back. We're going to clean up these lines a little bit later. I first want to get the copper in, so the factory functions. Really important to get that back. All right. This is the other area of import for us. Because we need to get this thing in here somehow, magically. Okay, there we go. So this is where we're having 3 lines of stuff now. 3 lines of copper. We do not have the 4th line yet. Okay, that's just fine. This corner is correct. Let's just check on the corners again. This corner is correct. That one is correct. This one is correct. Okay, so what's happening here, though, you'll notice, these cars... what are they waiting on? We're gonna just say none. None. No filters. Why are they not functioning? Huh. Maybe they do have to have a thing because they're connected with wire. I'd rather put down a combinator than unconnect all of them with wire. That would be horrible. Okay, so let's put in our ore here. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Set filters. Okay. Apparently I didn't copy the right one. Okay, so now we have the ore going into the train cars. So I'm going to set this probably on a timer. But first, let's go ahead and go to the station that we need to be at, which is going to be... I guess we go there, because it looks like the rest of this isn't finished yet. Oh, that orange. Oh my god, orange is my favorite color today, and that is snazzy. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. That is totally crazy good. Wow. Okay, so let's get out of here. And we are going to... You know what we need to do, though? We need to remove this entire thing. Control X. This whole thing. Oh, it's going to take that bit, isn't it? Well, dang it. Okay, we need to Control X maybe this part. Let's do one part at a time, shall we? Okay, that can go somewhere. We'll wait until we get the car length there. We'll put that on and then we'll just like snip one part at a time. I think that's probably the best idea that we have right now. So let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually, we don't need 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And again, 2 pumps. These are going to go in. All right. And then again, tanks. Okay, so that's going to be enough for the train. So let's put that down. Now we can snip the rest of this thing. This is a tiny bit of a mess, isn't it? Good lord. Just make sure we get all this bit as well. Oh, the nanobots are going crazy. Thank goodness for nanobots, though. Oh my goodness, nanobots. Love them. They is good. It's up here too. Let's go, let's go. Grab all the things, take everything there. Ah yes, and of course this is blocking the thing. So that is not an ideal situation. I probably need to move some of this out as well, this whole crossing here. I'm gonna go ahead and go into manual mode here and just back this train up. And then we'll re-enable it once we are out of the way. Okay, now then, we need to Control X this part. Whoopsies. I think we have to redo it. We just have to redo all this. It's not really working very well. Did we oh, we didn't signal it, so it's okay. It doesn't really matter. It's just nice if you have a signal already in place. It is nice to just, yeah, let it be. All right, we need to replace this as well because this track is going to hit it. All right, and then this one goes that way. Yay. Nope. Come on. Behave now. No. Nope. There we go. All right. I'm worried that some of these might not connect well enough. It doesn't matter though. I guess they will be... they might not be available for one side, but they will for the other. So, like this one couldn't park in the first space, but that doesn't really matter. Because it can still be reached by the other entrance. And maybe that one will just have one less entrance to come into. Okay, let's do the signaling for the main line, which is the most important part. Let's start on the south area here. We need to do a chain signal here because of this cross, and then we'll have another to break up the blocks, again, before this cross, and then we'll have a signal to close the blocks again. Now we're going to do from this other side of the main line. Again, chain signal before a cross, and then we can, it looks like we can't put one after. I guess what we'll do is just put them in the triangles, and that's okay too. So that one is now there. Now, let's do the chains, or do the signals from here. This is where the train is coming downward. So we're going to do here before the cross again, and then we'll have one after to break up the blocks again. I feel like this block should be broken up a bit as well, so I'm just going to take one in the middle there. So now this one, okay, that one is just going up from there. This one is also just going up. We'll go ahead and just put a regular signal there. I think we're pretty good with other stuff here. Actually, let's take this chain signal off. Or take that signal off. Let's put another chain signal in here. And the reason for that is so that the train is not going to stand here if the parking is full. It'll stand on this side, thereby freeing this lane for traffic. All right, let me go ahead and take this train and start going up. Hello? Alt, control, control. Okay, control. There we go. And then let me click on the other train if we can. All right, you go on automatic, please. So that one's doing its thing. All right. So what is this one called? I don't think we have a name for this yet. This is probably Copper 1, right? Copper 1. Copper Plates 1, I should say. Copper Plates. Okay. So let's have this train. We need to have it pull in here. And so the plates are going to come here and load the cars. And then we need an unloading system to unload the ore. So let's grab some of the unloady thingies over here. Because that's kind of important. Just kind of. Okay. Here's the unloady thingies. And we do have the filter inserters as prescribed. Let's build one of these guys because we need a combinator as well. So these are going to be outputting ore. We want them to output ore. We need to have a power pole. I thought we connected this last time, but apparently not. Something is wrong. Oh, probably got messed up because of our travails here in connection land. There it is. Be careful around train stations and train areas. You do not want to get run over by a train. As we have seen in the past, it is not delightful. It's shocking. I don't call that fun, though. Could be me. Don't know. All right. All right. Get this one as well. All right. So these guys are setting a filter for taking out only the copper ore. So this, I don't anticipate this to be a lot of ore. Let's see, we have the ore coming up here. How do we want to integrate this? I'm feeling like we should probably do a belt like here. And then it goes around and then joins in like this somehow. Or I guess it could go right before here. It doesn't have to be that high up either. And maybe it goes right next to here, like this. But the question is how to get it up here. Okay. So we're going to prefer input priority from the left. We'll prefer the input from the trains right now. Okay, so this area is a bit tight. What we could do, though, is just remove that. And we could have this go like that. Okay. That would certainly work. Oh, no. Does that work? No, that's too far. We could remove that. Okay. Okay. And then... So this is potentially one line from the world here interacting with this, and we have this little spot there. We need to remove this power pole on each of them. That seems to be a key power pole, which is not ideal, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it. And then we'll remove this as well. Those need to go. Don't know why I had that so long after the inserters, because they obviously can pick up stuff that have gone by them. And then the other one that we need to go, I'll just do this one from map mode. It doesn't really matter if it's picked up right now. All it matters is that the square is marked for deletion. Oh, really? Oh my god. Okay. We apparently do not have a radar over here. So radar shall be added. Okay, now let's copy, especially the belting. Let's just copy that for now. Here's 1, 2. Is that everything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's one thing done. Now then, we also need to copy this part. This section here, which just needs to go there, 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 and there. Okay, so let's fill this in with our handy dandy nanobots. Okay, that one's done already. Just gonna walk down as well, make sure that we have all of these inputs in the right places. This is kind of an important thing if we want to use up the stuff from the train. And obviously this train is special because it comes from the main base and we're just trying to empty out those copper patches. At some point this will not be an issue, and instead we'll be feeding this from other copper patches. Okay, so this is connected. They all look like they're connected. Well, we've run out of stuff. Darn it. Okay, so we need to go and get more undergroundies. That is an issue. But we can We cannot really do much else, can we? Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a thingy here. This is just gonna make sure this is like a simple belt balancer that's really effective in just making sure that the stuff goes on the correct side. Though what I want to do is, you know what, I'm just going to copy the whole thing from here. This whole array, why not? Because it's already in place. I'm just going to copy the entire thing with the belt balancer. I'm not sure why I didn't. I thought it would be too much. I think that's why I didn't. But yeah, this is what we kind of need to do here. And these just make sure that we don't have sidedness problems and it just all gets to where it needs to go. Okay. 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 So, the first one is going to go here. Also, I just realized we don't need to have this for all 6 of them, because we only have 4 lines in. That's okay. Well, I'm not going to bother removing stuff, I think, because it just isn't, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to go and get more stuff. It's too much hassle to get it out of there, and this is what we're going to do. So, all right. Let's get in here. So as these are going to be loading the cars, we are going to have the unload of this stuff. So we're going to add a station called Copper Plates 2. And we're going to add a weight condition of... Wish you could add full cargo of a thing. Maybe full cargo is fine, I guess. So right now we're adding plates, removing other things, and then here we're going to go base, copper plate drop off. And then here we're going to wait for like, I think time past 30 seconds. So one of the things, I think also we have to change this from full cargo because I don't know how the water is going to respond for this. So, all right, one of the things that happened was we disconnected our power line, so let's fix that. We have some issue with that. Let's put it there. All right. All right, and it looks like the dirty water is in a bus line in the middle of our factory here. But we need it to come down here. So through this middle section somehow, maybe we put it between these guys. I think that might be the play here. Let's remove this, remove that instead, and then do something like this. Do that. There we go. Okay, dirty water is existing now. And filling up our tanks here. I think that's been holding up the whole process, really. Does look like these are still stopped. They're full of dirty water still, so it's going to take a little bit of time, I guess, to push this out, the water. I think what I'll do is I'll put in a couple of pumps here and there to help this flow better. Not sure if that's contributing to the problem, but let's see, it's going that way, so here I'm just going to have a thing like this. So it kind of pulls and then pushes it down into these tanks. All right, looking pretty darn good. All right, this is completely full now. So I'm going to, I think what we'll do is just do a, instead of full, let's just do a time count. Time passed. Yep. All right, very good. Oh, that's, why is that a thing? Oh, where is this train going? Why did it not go this way? I wonder if there was a piece of track missing or something. We need to recheck that. Okay, so in the moment that it's in the station, we will have this mixed cargo, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter at all. I'm going to take this train around again, and let's just take it to here. Control there. Yep. And I want to see the deal of the getting out of there. What's going on with that? Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll put it in manual mode. Let's go. Oh. So something... I wonder... Let's see. Can I go to the right? Trying to go to the right there. What we might need to do is just put in another thing here. Like bypass, because I think what's happening is the curve is too... it doesn't meet quite. So let's just do that instead and break up this block. Like that. Okay. Go home, please. All right, there we go. Now it's taking the shorter way. Excellent. Yeah, sometimes if the input or the in lines and outlines are too close together, they don't quite match up with the tracks, so you have to come up with some other solutions for that. But this works very nicely. Also, did I put these things around the wrong way? No, they're okay. I just turned off alt mode accidentally. Okay, I think that's going to be it for this episode. In the next one, I will try to put more lights, because obviously this is looking pretty dark. We are going to... You know what? I should put my lights on the hotbar. That one might remind me. I don't know. Might be. Might not. Who knows? We'll see. Just put them wherever they need to be. So anyway... Oh, we didn't connect this again. Looks like. But anyway, the whole thing is that we have made the thing. We do need to connect the dirty water, but otherwise everything else is kind of finished with the copper thing, and I'm really happy with our result for that. Okay, these are good. All this stuff is getting put away, and of course the bots are just hovering around me. I feel so attended to. It's so nice. But yeah, let's see. Where do we need that? I think the dirty water goes here in this spot we can't see for whatever reason. Not sure why we can't see this. It might be that this area is just... doesn't have a radar. That could be. I'll try to put a light here as well. And... so this is where we have our dirty water. And if we look at our pipes... I think it all goes from here. We don't have anything going to the right. So this is going to be kind of a monumental effort to get that pipe down here. It's going to be quite interesting, I sense. Anyway, I think this is a good time to finish up for this episode. So thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.